As a New York creator, a real New York dude who's been in this space a long time, I gotta break this down because the disrespect is wild and it's gone too far. The tone shifted, the energy got reckless, and what started as slick talk turned messy fast. Fat Joe has been taking shots at the dirty sector for a minute now, and it's not subtle anymore. He's been throwing comments non-stop, saying sideways things, and now it's drifting into disrespect territory. It reached a point where he's making over-the-line remarks that had people like, did he really say that? And it didn't sit right watching this. Then you got Jadakiss stepping in, salute to Jada, because he finally checks Fat Joe and tells him to fall back from the dirty sector. He made it known, those are my guys, and that still means something. Some people want to see you win, others block the door and keep the keys. Now let's be real, we gotta talk about this show Fat Joe and Jadakiss are doing, because nobody asked for it. It feels forced, the story sounds shaky, Joe keeps talking, and Jada looks uncomfortable, pulling his hat down, not trying to hear that noise. I'm not gonna lie, the show actually grew on people over time, and that's just facts. Consistency really did the trick. They kept pushing it until folks started rocking with it. But if I'm being real, I'd rather see Jada with Styles or Jada with Chic Louch, because that energy feels more natural and way more comfortable. Now let's not dodge it. Things between Joe and Jada have gotten real nasty lately, and that's the truth. Fat Joe has been firing shots at the dirty sector non-stop, and everybody sees it. That line used to mean growth and opportunity, but now it feels like a closed gate. I gotta keep it a buck. I came in as dirty sector too. That's the roots. That's how we entered this game. We came in loud, raw, and radical, only to realize there's really just one dude holding the keys. And the nasty part is, he doesn't even see the talent right in front of him while he's sitting at home. Fat Joe would never recognize that kind of talent, and he definitely wouldn't put someone on who ever stood against him. If you crossed him once, you're clipped. No position, no look, no chance, and that's just how it goes. I gotta be honest, because the dirty sector is packed with talent, and trust me, we make real money, Joe, not just 500. Go back and listen to the first time Joe talked about the dirty sector. If I'm not mistaken, allegedly, he mentioned the song Campbell. He also spoke on Doggy Diamonds. Pay attention, because this part matters. I need everyone watching to really lock in right now. What Joe is doing here is trying to distract people from what's really happening inside the dirty sector. A lot of these dudes grew up watching us. They used to clown us and call us bozos. Now they're copying the same blueprint we built. They're watching us closely now, and Joe clearly doesn't like that, so he uses his power to block the shine. He says, no, we don't deserve light. But he can sit there and disrespect grown men like they're nothing. I gotta keep it real, Joe. You came from nothing. You started with nothing. How do you clown others trying to rise up? Facts. The only difference is you came in with backing. You had Rock Nation behind you. You came in with volume, so you had people pushing your lane hard, while others had to grind alone without support, deals, connections, safety nets, or industry protection at all. Facts. As we grind this off pure muscle every single day, Joe, the situation keeps getting nastier, and that's real.
Yo, Kiss. No, when you home all day, no. Tell you something. When you home all day, you gotta get on the YouTube and it's the dirty section, right? And what does that mean, Joe? They just talking shit about everybody, mother, father, they jumping in, they talking shit. They hate everybody, right? We call that shit AM radio. Good morning, Vietnam.
Recently, there was an interview with French Montana and Max B, and I gotta say it straight. He tried to throw the dirty sector under the bus. He pushed this idea that we were the ones calling Max B a rat, and that is not true at all. That claim is way off, and anybody paying attention knows it. If you actually watch what's happening on YouTube, the story is already out there. We all saw Gina Thompson, his former partner, speak publicly. She talked about his half-brother Poe Sims and paperwork being put out, all that noise, so why didn't Joe address that directly?
We're not talking about the podcast that actually had followers. A bunch of losers, bums that think they know shit, they critique, they never did a song, they this. The bums, the dirty section. So there's a king bum. There's a... Listen, there's a king of the dirty section. Yo, Jada, yo, listen, there's a king of the dirty section. He's been the king for a couple of years, right? You know, a type of nigga, we don't even let him know he lived, like he exists, right? You know, you just gotta be, word, he talking flagrant about everybody. The man go and announce he came up. Y'all came up. I'm gonna be in the FM dial. I'm gonna have a real podcast with real people backing them up. 1,000 podcasts, the dirty shit. They dragging this nigga through the mud. No, you can't leave the dirty section. Fuck that. Your mother's this. Your fuck. I never seen that, but he's the king of that. He started that shit. So they coming at him. When you see crabs in the barrel, the nigga trying to get out of the barrel, they keep pulling them. The dirty section. I've never seen it more in my life. They don't want this guy to come up. This is their man. This is the logo.
Yo,
they don't want this man, the logo of the dirty section. He announced, yo, I got a real show. No, we can't say it. We can't give that. But
instead, he keeps pointing the finger at the dirty sector, and that's the move people need to clock. This is the second time he's gone at the dirty sector like this, and it's not random. I don't know who his real issue is with over here or what sparked it, but I do know this feels strategic. It looks like he's trying to weaken people already in position and slow momentum, blocking lanes, cutting visibility, acting like what we do doesn't matter, and that looks bad on Joe. We don't make it to Netflix because dudes like you keep blocking lanes, Joe, and I'm just calling it straight. Everybody sees you don't play the game fair at all. If someone talks about you in a way you don't like, suddenly their channel disappears, and that's how you move. That's the real reason I stayed quiet on Fat Joe for so long, because this is how he operates. He'll come around and get your channel clipped, plain and simple. One phone call and it's over, because he's tight with Leon Cohen and plugged in with YouTube executives heavy. That's how the game is played on that side, ladies and gentlemen. And let's really talk about it. How you never hear dirt on his name when Vlad has 6 million subscribers. Everybody watches Vlad, that's facts. So you telling me you didn't see those Gina Thompson interviews? Yeah, Gina Conway, excuse me. You didn't watch her. You didn't see his brother all over the internet dropping paperwork and saying things about Max. Why not address that, Fat Joe?
There's a part of YouTube that we call the dirty section, AM radio. He's good morning, Vietnam. I mean, talk about everybody.
I'm still trying to figure out what culture Fat Joe is really part of. And I'm being dead serious right now. What culture do you actually represent? Because what I do know is the blocking, the gatekeeping, and the funny business. I know for a fact you don't move to put others in position. You move to stay on top alone, and that mindset never lasts. My G, I gotta keep it honest. When someone only looks out for themselves,
violating everybody, they don't care. It's the dirty section. They don't make it to Netflix. You know what I'm saying? They ain't getting to the bag like that, right? They doing it for you.
That run always expires. That kind of energy fades fast every single time. I'm not wishing anything. I'm just saying life handles that on its own, and that's real. At this point, it's bigger than opinions. It's just how things work. And let's be clear, this is now the second time Fat Joe has spoken on the dirty sector. If he doesn't watch us, if we don't matter, why keep bringing us up? I told y'all to stay alert, because this is about discouraging people from rocking with us and paying attention to the progress happening over here.
You know, 500 a month or some shit, right? Unfortunately, is really crabs in the barrel. You come out, you did 20 years. I never heard no dirt on your name. I never heard nothing.
A lot of us came up from this space and really built something. I know my own growth speaks for itself, and it's way more than pocket change. Facts. He doesn't want us walking through that door because he's standing right there holding the key. And he didn't stop there because it got super disrespectful after that. He started talking wild, inviting people to cross lines, and that's when Jadakiss stepped in and checked him. Like Jada said, leave those dudes alone, man. Why you keep coming at them like that?
Well, here come the dirty section, trying to throw rumors on your name and all that. And this is the place to address that. And does it even bother you that it's a family member?
God got me right where he wanted me. After all I've been through that time, and to get back here and doing what I'm doing, do it look like it bothers me?
No, not at all. It's just sad. I don't know if any other culture get down like that, like this. It ain't just you. I seen it with Big Meat.
You're doing the exact same thing you accuse others of doing, and that's why people need to really listen to what Jadakiss said. I respect Jada for stepping in and shutting that mess down the right way. That mattered, and people felt that. Pay attention, because this part gets real uncomfortable. Now it crossed a serious line when talk started drifting toward family, and that's where I draw it, no debate. I heard Joe mention his mother, and let me be clear, I don't play with that. I don't agree with bringing anyone's parents or loved ones into anything ever. No matter how wild things get online, that type of talk is out of bounds.
Disgruntled when they don't get their way. When something don't work for them, they get disgruntled.
It's always disgruntled people. They're not here no more. And everybody think they in the wave. And then the minute you say, yo, you know what? This guy's not good for me. Mm-hmm. And it's lights out.
Yeah.
It's back to the roaches when you put the lights on and shit.
Yeah, the dirty sector can get chaotic sometimes. Everybody knows that. But I don't support disrespect toward family, period. That's not my lane, and I don't stand on that. So if Joe is angry, it's clearly at someone specific, but he's taking it out on the whole sector, and that's foul. What he doesn't realize is this move usually backfires fast. We've seen this before, same thing that happened with Math Hoffa, where the pushback came quick. When you keep disrespecting the dirty sector, people feel acknowledged, energized, and more locked in. I don't know what kind of logic Joe is using, but this approach is way out of pocket. The energy looks bad, the message looks messy, and the whole situation is uncomfortable to watch. This ain't it at all. You're out of line. Disrespect hits a whole different level now. That's the energy people felt. And you can see how crazy it got. The moment anyone pushes back at Fat Joe, suddenly your channel is at risk, and everybody sees that pattern. It's a lose-lose situation dealing with him because he already holds the keys and sets the rules. He brought the same industry playbook straight into podcasting, and that's the problem. He can sit on his platform and talk reckless about people in the dirty sector, but the second someone checks him, boom, your channel is gone.
The dirty section,
but I'm telling you, the same thing you saying is what you doing to the dirty section.
I'm being honest, I've watched this happen already. People just want to get their bag, but the pressure stays heavy.
No, fuck the dirty section.
Let them get their bag.
No, they call my mother Leslie. Fuck them.
I gotta say this loud though. Major respect to Jadakiss for keeping it 100,000% real. You can tell Jada is tired of the same cycle and the same drama. Nobody is trying to disrespect him. We're just talking about stories as they come up. But it's reached a point where folks feel like the moment you speak on Fat Joe, he's coming for your platform. That's money out your mouth, opportunity cut, voice silenced, and that's not accidental. He doesn't want anyone else rising. He doesn't want new voices gaining traction, and that's just real talk. I know this from being close to what's going on behind the scenes. Fat Joe has blocked people before, and he's still blocking people today.
We not even talk. You want me to leave the dirty? All right, I'll leave them alone.
Let them get their
That's
back.
what you want me to say?
Yeah, man,
they love this shit. They feel like they get acknowledged.
Yeah, but it's
a big boy's wife.
Drop your thoughts in the comments and let me know what you see. How are you even supposed to maneuver around Fat Joe when he's moving like this out in the open? He's calling out disrespect while being openly disrespectful himself, and that's the part people are clocking now. If we respond with the same energy, where does that leave us? On the sharp end of the blade every time.
Acknowledge them.
All right, I ain't going to diss
back.
Don't diss the dirty section no more.
Those my.
Okay, that's it. We move on. No more Aeon, no Good Morning Vietnam. Fuck you niggas and suck my dick, nigga. Don't diss the dirty section no more.
Those my.
Okay, that's it. We move on. No more Aeon, no Good Morning Vietnam. Fuck you niggas and suck my dick.
Because when someone holds the keys, they feel untouchable. They can say whatever they want, move however they want, and keep it pushing like nothing happened. That's why I respect Jadakiss for stepping up and letting it be known that not everybody over here is with that type of behavior. We break down the news, my G. That's what we do. But let's keep it real. This looks out of pocket and nasty behavior by any standard. We already know the defense move. It's not dialogue, it's the phone call. Who is this guy? Get him out of here. And that's how it goes. I wish people would just be direct instead of playing games. Say names, stand on it. Don't hide behind general shots, especially when you're in a position like that. Right now, the whole dirty sector gets painted with the same brush, even though a lot of us came up from real ground and earned our spot.
Nigga, I'm gonna chill for Kiss.
You gotta leave the dirty section
Views.
alone.
No, they ain't the dirty section.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, the same thing you saying is what you doing to the dirty section.
No, fuck
Facts,
the dirty
Kiss.
section.
Let them get they back.
No, they call my
leave
mother
them
Leslie.
alone.
Fuck them. We not even talk. You want me to leave the dirty?
Yes.
All right, I'll leave them alone.
Let them get their
That's
back.
what you want me to.
I respect where I came from always. And as a man, I'm not going to disrespect others and act like it's all good afterward. That's foul. Then when someone checks you back, suddenly there's an issue. But that's just how I see it. Jump in the comments and tell me how you feel. Jadakiss checks Fat Joe and tells him, leave those guys alone. And that moment mattered. I don't know what was said about Fat Joe's mother, and I'm not speculating, but I do know he keeps dragging the dirty sector nonstop, and it makes you ask why. Is it to stop people from wanting to work with us, rock with us, and see the talent growing here? I'm gonna be honest, the era he keeps leaning on feels worn out to many fans now. People aren't asking for reruns. They want something fresh today. And we all heard the talk about the French Montana situation and that percentage. It feels like the same industry mindset dragged into podcasting. If you rock with real breakdowns, subscribe to Dripzine, like this video, share it, drop a comment, and help this grow. Thank you.